Hello guys, I'm Joe, and in this video you're gonna watch a commentary for my Mechagon Junkyard, the upper one I think it was run, yeah, commentary, and it's not scripted, so I'm gonna probably make some mistakes, but I'm not gonna edit the video at all, so you're gonna watch all the mistakes I do here along the way. I'm gonna try and do my best because this is my first commentary video. Some of you requested a commentary. My other, playthrough videos for Mythic Plus are, basically only music and me playing, because I was using copyright music and YouTube doesn't like that, so it bans my videos when I do that. This is a pretty fun run because the tank had a pretty nice route where we, went for the bots, the shock bot for the DPS. It increases our DPS a lot. So this is a level 13 run, Mechagon Junkyard. And if you wanna know about my Azerite traits, about my essences, my talents, my trinkets, you can see them all in the top left corner. My secondary stats are in the bottom left corner, close to or near to the camera frame rate frame. I don't know why, but I'm really excited about the commentary. I usually do this every day, Monday to Friday, on my Twitch stream, so I don't know why I'm excited on doing the commentary, but I am. And yeah, you're gonna see a pretty interesting route. This is season 4 with the Awakened Affix, which I really like. The Awakened Affix actually, leaves quite a lot of space for you to work around the route, especially in Junkyard. Like, every single time I go in Junkyard, I'm doing a different route. Every tank is doing a different route because there are so many options with the new affix. So many options. I just hope the music is loud enough or not too loud. I don't know. Because I do have to use the no copyright music, and this is the music I'm using. When I'm streaming, I actually use a lot cooler music. I don't mind this music, but I do like more metal, rock, something like that. And of course, I do like electronic music, but more to the more of the old electronics. Okay, let's focus more on the run now. So yeah, so I took a shock bot. I don't know who else took a shot bot, but the tank stated at the beginning that he's gonna make the route so that the DPS takes shock bots, and then we go and clear boss and shit, because we're gonna have more damage. I'm running with Divine Purpose as my last talent row, but I do like Crusade. I'm making a guide for Red Paladins, and in the guide I say that experimenting with Crusade is good because Blizzard made a change. So now you can actually use your wings while you have proc of Vision of Perfection, because before that, when you had the proc of Vision of Perfection, you couldn't use your wings. But right now, if you proc Vision of Perfection and you have like 10 stacks of Crusade, you can actually prolong that with using your wings and making them last even longer. Before the fix, you couldn't do that. It wasn't possible. You had to wait for the wings to time off and then use them. It was stupid, but now that's fixed, and that's gonna make stuff a lot better. It's gonna make Crusade a lot better. For single target, it's really good. I've been using it in raids on some fights, and I like it. And I will definitely try it on Tyrannical wakes. This is a Tyrannical key, but I'm not using it now. I actually don't know why. For trinkets, yeah, I'm using Coral 445 from Mythic Ashwane. It's the best single target and AoE trinket because it gives you a lot of critical strike. A lot of critical strike. So you're gonna wanna have that one. If you don't have Coral, the second best, I think, unused trinket is Vial of Animated Blood from Underoath. And now we're working our way to the first boss, that is King Gobamak. And we're trying to push carefully because it's bolstering weak, and you don't want to bolster some of these mobs. You can easily wipe if you do that. The other trinket I'm using is Torment in a Jar. It's the best AoE trinket, but if you're doing like low keys and stuff dies really fast, you cannot really benefit from the trinket. So, for example, if it's not fortified weak and if the trash dies very fast, you can actually go for a passive trinket like the Butcher's Block from Wakerest instead of Torment in a Jar. That's probably the best passive trinket for every occasion, I can say. It's a really good one. So yeah, Coral is overall the best. Second best on use is Vial. In raids you can actually combine those two. When you use Crusade, you can combine the Coral and the Vial. For single target, actually, I think it's pretty good, the one from Radan. It gives you a lot of haste, and it also procs a lot of haste. Right now I have too much haste, and I like to have more critical strike, because critical strike is really good for paladins, especially in Mythic Plus. The damage is really good when you have a lot of critical. And the reason why I dropped critical strike percentages because, you know, I changed my gear with the new patch and I lost a lot of sockets, and a socket actually increases your item level by more than 15 item levels effectively, you know. For example, if a 450 with a socket is better than a 465 without a socket, at least for DPS. For tanks, I don't think it applies, because as a tank you need more stamina, the armor, you know, you need to survive. Of course you need to DPS as well, but more importantly you need to survive. That's why I think that doesn't apply for tanks. I think if something is 10 or 15 item levels higher for a tank, you just equip it. Pretty sure. That doesn't apply for fingers and trinkets, of course, but it does apply for rest of the gear. And yes, I'm using Execution Sentence because it's Tyrannical week. On Tyrannical week, I am using Execution Sentence, you know, to focus more on a single target damage on the boss. It's a really nice trait. I mean talent, sorry, talent in the first row. You can also go with Zeal. You won't go wrong with a Zeal as well, but I think that Execution Sentence is a bit better. And regarding essences, of course, I'm using Vision of Perfection as a major one. I'm using Breath of the Dying as a minor. I'm using Conflict and Strife, the one that almost every class uses it as a minor. And in dungeons, I'm running with Memory of Lucid Dreams. You can also go with Focusing Iris instead of Memory of Lucid Dreams, but Breath of the Dying and Conflict are the best. The third one can, you know, probably be whatever. But Memory and Iris perform the best. I would go with Iris in raids, but I would go with Memory of Lost Dreams in dungeons. And the Azerite gear, I have 3 traits of Life's Decree, which is the best trait. The best trait for Paladins. I have 1 Empyrean Power, 1 Heart of Darkness, I think it is. I forgot the name. And 1 Avengers Smite. I can easily say that I have the best traits for a Paladin. Pretty good Azerite gear. And the item level is also good. 475 chest and head, and 465 shoulders. So yeah, this is the pack before Trixie and Nano. And as you can see, I am having the thing from beyond chasing me, but I'm using my cloak. When you use your cloak, you actually get rid of the thing from the beyond without actually it touching you or you having it to stun the thing. Because you need the stun for the ads. So you want to keep the stun for the ads, and you want to either use your cloak, or if you cannot survive the hit from the thing of beyond, you just use health path or your Avengers shield. No, was it Avengers shield? Yeah, shit, I will forget the name of the shield that Paladin has. And talking about shields, one of the best utility trait, talent, sorry, I'm gonna call them traits, even though they're talents. One of the best talents in the tier 5, I think it's 75 row, is Unbreakable Spirit, which decreases the cooldown of your Blessing of Protection, Lay on Hands, your Avenger Shield, Vengeful Shield, whatever. The one that shields you and explodes when it's absorbed. Yeah, you can also utilize that as a DPS as well. But mostly you want to use it when you want to survive something, of course. And here I think I'm just gonna bubble, yeah. I got the charge from Nano, and I just bubbled, and I basically cheesed 2 mechanics. The ran through from Nano, and also the Mega Tase from Trixie. You wanna actually interrupt the Tase from Trixie whenever you can. See the Tase, yeah, but the Mega Tase, you have to go inside this here. The smoke cloud. I do have a guide on Mechagon and how to deal with every single mob and boss in here. It's going pretty well. I'm actually I got hit by Nano. You don't want to stand in front of that. Yeah, that shit hurts. I wonder how I didn't got one shot there, but yeah. So yeah, there's a guide for this dungeon, and it's going pretty well. I have a lot of likes, not a lot of dislikes. I think only 1 dislike, which is pretty amazing. And also almost 3.5. No, I think it's almost 4K views, which is amazing for me, because I have a really small YouTube channel and I'm pretty small Twitch streamer, which I already mentioned. So yeah, if you want to see me do these dungeons on Twitch live, you can actually check me out. There's a link in the description below. I'm also making guides. I'm making playthroughs like this one. I will, if people like commentary playthrough, I'm gonna do more like this one. So the first obelisk we went in is the Breaker of Heroes. after we killed Trixie and Nano, and we killed King Gobamek. King Gobamek is easy. You just stack for the crushing lightning something, you know, that debuffs you and actually electrifies you, and you have to stand near a pillar to, you know, charge it up so the pillar can actually help you clear the ads. That's for the King Gobamek. It's pretty straightforward forward fight. You saw Trixie and Nano. You just have to deal with Trixie, interrupt whenever possible, and try to not overlap. Move away from Nano because he's a pretty nasty one. And after we killed the Breaker of Heroes, now we killed the Blood of the Corruptor. You focus the Mind Rend Tentacles. When you kill the tentacles, you focus the blob. And don't stand in the gooey shit on the ground. That shit hurts like hell. And you see what we did? We stayed inside after we killed the Breaker of Heroes, and the tank went outside and went in the portal and pulled the blobs, and we actually didn't have to go outside and go inside again. We just stayed there, and we were able to actually just continue DPSing the mini boss. Regarding the mini bosses, the one that you most likely want to kill with the last boss together is I forgot the name, but I will most definitely tell you after we deal with it. But the blob, you don't want to kill the blob with the last boss. The blob is pretty nasty, and you don't want to kill it together with the last boss. No, you want to avoid that. And here I got debuffed. It shrinked me, so the healer has to has to cleanse that the debuff, or other players should you know, interrupt it so that you don't get shrinked. And why I'm staying here is because you can see that my HP bar gets debuffed. Almost my whole health goes changes color, and it means that I'm gonna take a lot of damage. But why I stay and DPS is because I cleanse myself and I take 0 damage from that shit. But other players need to go outside because they're gonna get damage. And I think I covered that one in my guide. I'm pretty sure I did. And you can easily notice when I get the proc of Vision of Perfection and how my damage skyrockets. Like, the damage of the Paladin is so fixated on wings, you know. It's crazy. Like, during wings, it deals so much damage, but when you don't have wings, it's just nah. And you're like, come on, proc, goddammit, proc. So when you're playing a red poly, you're just praying to the RNG god, or I don't know, Vision of Perfection god. But Paladin is better now. Paladin is better now because Vision of Perfection got buffed in 8.3, and that indirect buff to the Paladin is actually, I mean, to the Vision of Perfection is actually a buff for Red Poly and all the other classes that are using Vision of Perfection, of course. Like Boomkins, I think they're using Vision of Perfection. Holy Paladin, I also play a Holy Paladin, trying to push keys as a Holy. See the color? It goes up to here. And I just cleanse myself and it's easy life. I mean, the healer can do that for the tank. If the tank wants to stay in DPS. Or if you're a healer, you move away and you cleanse another player so that he can stay in DPS and not lose damage. So yeah, I'm trying to push keys on my stream, but it's not easy to pug. It's not easy to push keys with pugs. Things go wrong pretty easy, pretty fast. So yeah, we killed Breaker of Heroes, we killed Blood of the Corruptor, the blob one, the 2 pillars, and we're, you know, killing now the 3rd boss, which is Gunker, and you have to kill these 3 big blobs in order to free the box, in order to eventually start the boss as well. So see, I got 1 Vision of Perfection proc, and the damage, it shows on the damage meters. So yeah, Red Poly is my main spec, but I try to play Holy because it's so much fun, and like Holy and Resto Druids are pretty close. With, you know, Holy Paladin being slightly better at DPS. And in hierarchies, DPS is more important than the healing, because if you want to push key, you're gonna have a problem with the DPS, not the healing. I haven't pushed any high, you know, keys, crazy keys, to, you know, say from my experience, but this is what I hear from top streamers. I'm maybe a small streamer, but I do try to learn everything I can from better players, and, you know. And this boss can be pretty nasty, because see where everybody is standing here, and see how much damage I took. The problem here is that we're all stacked on 1 bot here. But if this bot was to get gooped, because it happens, we're all gonna get fucked. So the ranged players need to stand on the far ones. See, like the hunter is standing on this one. That's a good thing. That's a good hunter. See, our bot got gooped. Luckily, it wasn't during some of the special abilities the boss has, and we were lucky to set it free and not get gooped ourselves, because if that happens, then it's an easy wipe, really easy wipe. And I also have a weak aura. Weak aura that, wow, I had 2 things from the Beyond on this one. Did you guys see? I think I cleansed one. No, I didn't. No, I didn't. I don't know what I did, but I didn't. I still have my cloak on cooldown. Off cooldowns. And yeah, you can see the weak aura. Whenever I get Vision of Perfection proc, I get the fireworks. You probably noticed by now the fireworks, and it also has a sound of fireworks. Yeah, I used my cloak on this one because I was low on health and I was gonna probably die if the thing from Beyond actually hit me. I think it deals like 30% of your HP. 30% flat, so yeah, it's a lot of damage. And here I'm just looking around for bots, because I'm a lazy ass person and I still don't know all the correct spawns of the bot, you know, the bots that give you the Zap bots that provide a lot of damage, the haste one. Right now I have the Zappy bot, I have the one that increases your health by 10% and the healing. I think it's 10%. That's the tank one. If your tank doesn't have that one, I think it's Resolve. I don't know. I may be talking shit. But that one, you gotta leave it for your tank. That's... See the shrink. You have to... and enlarge. You have to interrupt those two. Yeah, that one is for the tank, but the Zap one is for the DPS and the healers. But of course, if you can spare the 5% haste one, for DPS is also good. Haste is always good. See? You see the fireworks? See the fireworks, and I'm waiting. See, I bopped myself because I knew that I was gonna pull a lot of aggro. See, another proc. Another proc, and boom, easily top DPS with Vision and Twilight Devastation. Oh yeah, I forgot to talk about the corruption. I'm running with Twilight Devastation tier 3, and also I have I forgot I think it was Strike Through. Critical damage and healing is increased by, I think the one I have is by 3%. It's tier 1. Pretty sure it's tier 1. So the critical strike damage and the healing I do is increased. That's my second corruption, which is not that great for me now because I don't have a lot of critical strike as I said earlier. But Twilight Devastation is the best corruption for Mythic Plus. For Holy Spec and for Red Spec, trust me. I think for every single spec is the best. It deals so much damage, and I don't know, but it might get nerfed. Maybe it won't, only because Race to World First is actually finished. So it might not get nerfed because it doesn't make a lot of difference for raids because it's AoE corruption. So it only concerns probably Mythic Plus. I don't know about PvP, but for PvP I think the best one is the Mind Flay one. So it might not get nerfed. I hope it's not gonna get nerfed. It's so much fun, to just get few procs of Twilight Devastation and just deal so much damage. But me myself, I don't think that corruption gear is that good. I don't know. I think it's worse than Titan Forge. I think it's worse. So yeah, this is the mini boss that you want to kill with the last boss. But because we had enough time and the tank didn't want to, push the key too much and wipe and also fail the key. He was playing safe, so we killed it. Without the last boss. But what you can do is either kill this with the boss or without the boss like this. But we actually skipped a nasty pack before the last boss with killing this mini boss. But in other dungeons, if you want to kill a mini boss with the last boss, I'm saying boss a lot. You want to kill that one because if you actually pull it with the last boss, the little ads are not spawning, and you can see the zap debuff this mob is dealing. It's actually insane. You saw my health go crazy there. I almost died, and it also slapping the tank a lot, because it also stacks. So see, 2 stacks. These guys, see the health now on the hunter. This sticks a lot, so the healer needs to kind of spot heal the person that actually has the debuff. And you want to stun slow these little guys. You cannot do anything else. Oh shit, and I was stupid here. I was really slowed down and I bumped into the little guy and I died. I didn't want to use bubble because, see, I used bubble here and I cheesed the whole mechanic. So yeah, Unbreakable Spirit, what I was talking about, Unbreakable Spirit, the levels, the rolls, no, 75 or 65. That's a pretty good utility talent because it decreases the cooldown of your buff, your blessing, the buff, the Divine Shield, yeah, Divine Shield, the shield that explodes, the Avengers or whatever was it called. I always forget its name. And now we're not gonna kill it in one go, so it's not gonna be a +2 because we didn't have heroism. So we're gonna do 2 phases of this boss. You wanna have hero for this last boss in order to kill it on one go. See how close it was. If we had heroism, it would have been a certain kill, but nevertheless it's not a +2 anyway, so it doesn't really matter. So yeah, it lowers the cooldown of your shields, and you can use lay on hands, you can use your shields a lot more on almost every single large pool where your life is threatened. It's awesome. It's the best utility talent you have for paladins, survivability wise. So yeah, we're using Lust now to, just clear this phase faster. What I'm using on the little guys is I'm slowing them down with hindrance. I'm hodging them just to keep them away from us, because you saw that I died earlier. And the sparkling shit on the ground is so annoying because it actually slows you down. But see, I use my Blessing of Freedom. And here, yeah, I'm gonna get zapped because I'm underestimating stuff. Because it's kinda already, oh yeah, twice in a row. Wow, what a noob. What a noob. Nice juking there. Guys, I really hope that you liked the commentary because it's my first time. Yeah, for some reason that was too close. I don't know. This is my first time. It's not scripted at all. Like all the mistakes I'm doing, there's no video editing at all. I'm just gonna upload this as it is. So I really hope you like it. And if you do like it, I will do more of this. I'm enjoying this. It's fun watching myself play and watching myself out DPS others. By the way, I don't know if it's gonna sound cocky or not, but most of the times I'm actually top DPS in Mythic Plus. But yeah, I'm running keys like around 14s. So in hierarchies, when I do a hierarchy, I will most definitely upload it and you guys will see if I'm gonna be a top DPS there. But in keys around 14, yeah, I'm just owning this shit. And please let me know if you guys want to see other classes. If you want to see other classes, I don't know, something like Arms Warrior. Classes that are not popular. See, I'm playing a red poly. I can go as Avengers Demo Hunter. I can do Arms Warrior. No popular classes. I can also tank as a bear. I like druids. And if you do like this, of course, give it a thumbs up. If you enjoyed this and if you want to watch me live, you can drop by on Twitch and we can hang out. You can ask me everything there. Game and IRL related. I don't mind talking about anything, but mostly about games. And of course, I have Twitter, where I don't post a lot, but I do have Discord, where there's like memes. We share our pets, our IRL stuff and shit. Yeah, so you can join me I really hope you enjoyed, and I'm gonna see you next time, guys. Bye bye, and have a lovely rest of the day. Bye bye.